of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm here with everyone today.
Woo!
Got Decat here, Celeste here, Ajax, Mentis, Nyx, Veronica, and Inlay. They're all here, including myself, but I don't care. I don't matter. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
don't matter at all.
Don't matter at all. I just kind of tell the story and they rewrite it.
Okay.
And off with the recap. So last session, or I guess previous sessions, you guys have agreed to go find some food for this Yeti herder named Lou. In exchange, he'll help you out of the mountains closer to your destination at now. You guys have heard about these cave fishers in caves. Who would have figured? And went to a ravine that seemed like it might hold some caves. This is apparently near the area where Torin fought some on a previous day. I think it was a previous day. Anyway. Upon fighting some of these creatures, you guys went through a lot of hassle to try to smoke some out with a bunch of heat. Didn't seem to work. Ended up trying to sleep in the middle of the ravine, got ambushed by another, and there was some wild magic happening that kind of silenced everything.
It's fine.
So no one can talk, and in general, anyone who could cast spells apparently can't cast spells right now, which I didn't think of, to be honest. What am I missing? You guys finished off fighting one of the cave fishes. I believe we left off with Ruby falling with the new dead cave fisher, and you guys are now on the ground.
Wait, I was falling?
You were still no, you weren't technically falling. You were riding on the cave fisher, and I believe you tumbled down a little bit, but no, we already did. I think that was that D4 from your fall damage. I don't remember what
I
that's
don't know.
for. But whatever we did, we already took care of it.
Okay.
That's all I know. All I know is that you're next to the cave fisher, and the cave fisher is on the ground dead. You guys might be a little bit of distance off, but not too far. And no one could talk to each other. So I am little curious as to why no one actually discussed what they wanted to do or
because they can't talk to each other
beforehand.
Because we can't talk to each other.
Yeah, like if we thought of like a very clear plan beforehand, then how would we be formulate that plan in?
That's a good point. Okay. One by one, without discussing with one another, how you guys going to?
Okay,
what do you guys?
We discussed how we couldn't talk.
Right.
Ruby is going to push herself off the ground, and I think Torin had it, so she's going to try to talk, and then tap Torin and motion towards his bag.
Okay, you run up to Torin away from the cave fisher and tap him on the shoulder, right?
Whatever she can reach.
Is the cave fisher alive?
Nope.
We
killed it.
No. Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure.
Think you killed the cave fisher. I guess you guys don't have any clear evidence of that, but you're pretty.
I stabbed it 28 times.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's fucking dead. Unless it's some kind of undead creature. I think you guys have a.
I'm gonna stab it again.
Okay, you run up. How much do you weigh?
Actually, I think Antares is pretty light. 1 second.
That's what I thought.
He's like 7 feet tall though.
220, I guess.
220. That's pretty heavy.
7 feet tall.
I mean, yeah. He's very slender.
Okay, you stab it, and you get a little bit more blood on you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
gonna be lighting myself on fire just yet.
So is Torin reacting to my
Yeah,
prodding
Torin
him?
turns around and looks at you.
She continues to motion for his bag.
Okay.
Take his bag off
Steal it.
and like open it.
Does Ruby see the bomb thing?
There should be one more left in there. Do you want to make... I'd imagine it's not that hard to find.
Yeah. I don't know. Ruby's going to look for it and then throw it at the thing.
Oh, you're throwing it at the cave fisher?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I didn't think about that. You throw it at the cave fisher and, I
Silent
guess
kitty.
all you notice is it explodes so far.
And now we wait.
Wait, wasn't I right at the cave fisher?
Yes.
I guess we better
Yeah, I
start
smell like
rubbing
this
him
anyway.
volume 2.
Yeah.
He can't. I swear to God, if you get me killed.
Better go start rolling in the snow to get that stench off of you.
And Ruby's just gonna sit
Party with
down.
magic. I can't get it off with magic.
You got your deck save yet?
Mine?
Yeah, Entrance.
Okay,
Need a deck save.
Dexterity is...
Giving you a chance to avoid this.
Not even sure if I want to, just for the meme.
Right.
19.
You avoid it though if you choose to.
Sure.
Alright,
I've almost died enough times today.
yeah. 14 was the DC, it wasn't very hard. Alright, you guys doing anything before the Yetis get there?
Torin's gonna back away from this cave fisher a little further.
Yeah,
That's fair.
get away from it.
Enter it?
Yeah, I think I'll join Torin.
Okay. You guys just back off away from the cave fisher. The Yetis,
They
for anyone who's actually looking around, since you guys can't hear anything, you see the Yetis start to come in, and they pounce on this cave fisher.
I think it's a
Sadly-
very, very good thing that I didn't get sprayed, because if I did, the Yeti herder cannot tell them not to.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yep.
You see two Yetis simultaneously jump onto this cave fisher. The ground below it cracks,
Oh.
and they fall through.
Oh no.
Hey, that's not our fault.
Wait. The ground was hollow though, right?
Apparently.
No, it looked solid when you were standing on it.
Well, it crumbled into what, like a cave?
So they jumped on, and it cracked, and then very quickly they fell through. And you could go walk up to see what exactly they fell into.
Yeah, I think I will.
Oh
As
god.
you do, it's
Suddenly.
it's very dark in there. Let's see. Let me look at this. It's about
I mean, I have dark vision. So that
4,
should be
5,
fine.
6. Yeah, it's about 35 feet down.
Yeah, I can.
35 feet down, you see the Yetis fell down into the hole, and they don't seem to care that they're in a hole. They're still just eating at the cave fisher. It's this down there. It seems like a pretty big room. Hard to really tell what exactly is down there right now, though.
Are there any more cave fishers?
In the hole?
Yeah.
Make a perception check. You said you had dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, make a perception check. It's
Okay.
5 feet, though. It's still just normal perception, isn't it?
I mean, Let's see. $21.
Yeah, you look down, you see the Yetis, and then you see it's a big room about
I really hope there's more because I don't think 2 cave fishers counts as enough.
Right. So this seems like a big room with about that's 45 feet in diameter. Kind of a circular room. It's a cave, so it's not perfectly circular. There's these big ice pillars, kind of randomly, randomly not placed, but
are they natural?
randomly.
Are they natural?
You'll have to get a closer look.
Okay. But yeah, are there more?
You do not see any cave fishers.
Fuck.
Also, it seems like the hole is in the middle of the room, so if you try to jump down, there won't be a wall exactly to get out of. You'll have to climb on the ceiling itself to get out the hole. I'm sure you guys could find a way around that, though. If you choose.
Yeah, do we still...
Oh, talking.
Do we still have those, ropes that we tied up?
You... Okay, does anyone remember if you guys separated them and gave them back to who they belong to, or...
I don't think we ever separated them. I think they're still set up to shimmy down and shimmy up.
I think you're right.
I
I think you're still back there. It's not that far, though.
I'm just gonna see if Ruby's looking in my general direction.
Sure.
I'm gonna point towards the cave and just make like a shimmying down type thing.
You make a
Like
shimmy
down a rope.
gesture.
Yeah.
Describe the shimmy down gesture.
It's got like a little body shake.
No, like just imagine miming the whole rope pull thing, but vertical.
Okay. Ruby will look to you, then look back where they came. Can she see the ropes from here?
You can see where the rope would be, but technically you wouldn't see the rope itself.
Come back to Antares, and then point towards the location. When does has the Yeti herder arrived yet?
Yeti herder looks like he's just now showing up. He's on top of the mountain.
Is he trying to talk? Is he trying to talk?
Hard to tell.
How would we
Is his
know?
mouth moving? Is his mouth moving?
Hard to tell.
Okay, I'm just gonna go towards the rope.
Okay. You head towards the rope, and, Ruby, are you going with, or are you staying?
She's staying.
Alright, Yeti herder.
She's gone out enough to know not to stay away. She's gonna get killed.
Yeti herder is on
I
Skinner.
wish I could just pour a Yeti bomb on Ruby.
Yeah, he's riding Skinner. And they run up to you guys. He just kind of looks at you guys and shrugs. I mean, like, gestures to his mouth and, like, tries to clap. But he can't.
He would point at Flawed.
He points,
Trez is gonna point in Flawed's general direction while he's walking towards the rope.
he points at Flawed as he looks at you with a very curious look.
How do I say sorry without words? Is bowing like sorry?
Bird boy. Grab Bird Boy.
Oh yeah.
Or just bow down like Japanese style.
I think I could like put my hands together and bow like sorry.
I'm just
Which is
imagining
also
you.
another way to say thank you as well.
You're just bowing again and again and again. Question
Yeah.
mark? Yes.
Like awkwardly, because I don't know how else to communicate. I'm
Don't
sorry.
grab Bed Boy, yes, good.
Lou shakes his head and he guides Skinner over to the hole as he climbs down and inspects the hole.
Ooh.
Without any... Oh, I guess he can climb...
Oh, he doesn't climb down the hole, he climbs down Skinner, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, Veronica.
So are we climbing down this hole? Oh,
So how are you going about getting this rope if it's attached to the top of a cliff
That is a good question.
that is able to carry 4,000 pounds?
Yeah. It wasn't designed to take it back from the bottom.
Oh,
It was designed to take it back from the top.
I have a few ideas. I need to check if I actually have this spell or not.
And if it's verbal or not.
Does it take a verbal component?
Well, I was thinking a few possibilities. Stuff like, well, I guess Unseen Hand wouldn't really work in this situation because you'd have to be within range. Nah, I don't really have anything for this. I'm just gonna untie one of the ropes
Okay.
from it.
Um,
Because we don't need to have an anchor too much if we're gonna climb up, but we will need an anchor point if we're climbing down. And we don't need to climb down again right now.
yeah. Considering you know, or you have a general idea of how deep it is, you know that one of your 50-foot ropes should do the trick.
Well, you already told me how deep it is.
Yeah, I told you, but Enterus might not know the exact amount.
Fair.
But it has a general idea. It looks about 35 feet. You'll have to climb up the rope a little bit to get to the point of the knot to untie it.
I can't just, because it's
You won't-
connected by the pittons, right?
Yeah, so you could untie
So I
it
could
from...
just remove the piton and then go as close to the mountain as possible, and I wouldn't need to climb.
You're right. You could do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Rather than risk fall damage of any kind.
Yeah, it's probably a better way, because there is a mountainside. While he's doing that, are the rest of you guys doing anything? Because it does take a few minutes.
I'm not sure what else can do. Like,
I see you were going
I mean,
down.
do we have anything that can sense life? Life signs? See if we
Sort
can
of.
find any more?
can I just kind of explore? Like, we have an area up here that we can move around. See if I can get to a point where I can talk again, or like if I can try and figure out how big this range of deafness is.
Imagine if it's just a radius around Flawed,
If
and
these-
him leaving allows us to talk, but he doesn't realize it.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna start walking, pick a direction, I don't really care which way, away from Flawed to see if there's any point that I can...
Okay,
speak
I'll give you
again.
a better idea of which direction you want to go. So, one side there's a wall, another side on the opposite side is another wall, Then there's the way that Enterist went down, and then there's the opposite way of when Enterist went down.
Okay,
Which
I
way do
guess
you
we're going the opposite direction then.
Okay, you're going farther into the ravine.
Yep.
Okay.
You won't be able to kick anyone in the head.
I wanted to try and go somewhere that was just far from where I was when Wild Magic went off as possible, if I can kind of get a feel for that and see. Yeah.
Okay, you could follow. You could follow Torn.
Torn is trying to stay away from me.
Torrent's
So
trying to get away from
You want to
Flawed.
go to Enterus?
Sure. Fine, sure.
Okay.
Before I took off, I would tap Solara and point for her to come with me. So we're traveling at least in pairs.
Solar will nod and follow.
Okay.
Hi,
Flawed
baby. We have
What's
Flawed
Flawed
with
here? I'm just gonna raise an eyebrow.
Flawed with Antas, Solar
Hey.
with Torin, and I guess Ruby, Doxus, and Bud Boy are left behind.
Ruby is staying with the Yeti handler.
Yeah. Ruby and Lou, and then Flawed and Enterus.
Well, you know, also Doxus and Bud Boy are with
What are-
Ruby and Lou.
Oh, Dux is restringing the bow.
Oh,
Wait, is Doxus leave too?
wait a minute.
Foxes has to restring the bow.
Is
He,
he?
he can do that with Lou. Like, he doesn't
Oh
have to
shit!
leave to do that.
He is restringing the bow.
Oh, yeah, that's very easy to do. You can make a survival check, I guess.
Just
for that,
surprising as
but
a
it's,
character thing.
it's a very easy thing to do.
And
I had no idea that. Okay.
For Doxus, it would be a very easy thing to do.
yeah, kind of a hunter.
Flawed,
thing
it
to
would
do.
be impossible.
For Flawed, it would be almost impossible.
Say that again. I'm currently eating, so
It's fine.
You're restringing the bow.
yeah, no.
Survival check.
I want to get food too.
Is Doxus restringing it because I almost died?
Maybe.
You don't know.
Gonna have to ask him when we can talk again.
I mean, you get it done. You have a little bit more trouble this time, though. But you get it done.
Okay.
Interest's string was imperfect.
Torin and Solara, how far are you guys walking?
Until
Down
you
this
can
river.
hear sound.
Yeah, we're just gonna like every couple feet try and say
Talk.
something to one another.
You can't
See
hear
how
your own
far-
footprints.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
I will not get out of eyesight of them.
Oh.
Fact is, we know it is a radius thing now, though, because the old man, he can't talk anymore. Plus, on top of that, he only reacted to it recently.
Well, we're trying to get a feel for how big it is.
Yeah, but now we know that it is something around us rather than
Knowing
just...
you, it's half a damn mountain.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry.
Celeste,
Yeah,
do you
this
know?
is just outright irresponsible, says the guy that literally decided to melt a cave.
I know what.
Do you know general sight range?
Depends on
Oh.
visibility.
Yeah, like, to be honest, I don't know that in D&D. I mean, I know how dark vision and shit works.
Okay.
Is
I'd
it
say you
flat
guys
terrain?
get
Any
about
fog?
I think it would be around like 100, maybe 300 feet most.
Yeah.
So I want to say you guys get about, because you guys are also in a ravine, so there are rocks and stuff that might obscure the vision a little bit. So I'd say you guys get about
okay.
90 feet away before you start realizing the rocks are kind of getting in the way, but you could still kind of see your party.
I have a point of reference. So a longbow can shoot something with disadvantage up to 600 feet. Oh,
That is true.
do with that what you will.
Jesus
I was-
Christ.
I was
That
gonna say at
sounds
least 100
Very
yards.
well.
You can also shoot with a longbow people out of your sight, so depends on terrain.
So does the radius start from Flawed?
Potentially, we
Don't
don't
know.
know.
You don't know.
And if it is based on line of sight, then that makes less sense to me.
Okay, at this 90 feet away mark, though, you guys still can't hear each other or your footsteps or the things around you, or you're going to keep going.
I would look at Solara and point in both directions to kind of see what she was thinking. Keep going or turn back.
Solara points to keep going.
Don't you all have notebooks or something?
Only Good Boy does.
Good Boy does. Good Boy can communicate.
Good
and he's
Boy's
not-
the only one who can talk right now.
He hasn't been doing anything.
I didn't really
Yeah,
add one to my
he hasn't.
inventory, but I do feel like Antares has a journal. I don't know if I'll have to buy one or not.
Let's say you could have a journal that you sketch your plans in and stuff. Ruby. Wait, who? Oh,
Ruby, Duxus, and
Claude.
Good Boy are with.
Claude, you went to Enterus and you get there
Antares
about
raised
the
an
time.
eyebrow.
Yeah, you get there about the time, a couple seconds after he finishes what he's doing, and it seems like you guys still can't hear anything. Are you doing anything with this?
I mean, I was just trying to go like far in a direction to the limitations of the deafness. Oh no!
So in front of you, you see a cliff with a rope that you could probably climb.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't. So
Yeah, don't think.
Antares will not shake the rope while you're climbing. Do not worry.
Oh no!
Thank you for your telepathic reassurances, but no, I think I'm good.
Okay.
What is Lou doing?
Yeah, you guys do have a few minutes before Torin and Solara get out of sight.
Antares will head back with the rope.
So while
Okay.
they're coming back, what is Lou doing?
Lou looks like he finished inspecting the hole. Him and his Yeti go to the side of the ravine, and it looks like you can see some paws of Yeti poking out of the ravine.
Meatballs?
Actually, huh? What was that, Celeste?
Yeti paws. It wasn't
Yeah,
a very
Yeti
profound thought.
Actually, you see the Yeti paws as they're kind of scraping on the side. Looks like they fall back in and with some more floor coming down with them,
Oh no.
making the hole bigger just a little bit.
Ruby's gonna back off.
Torian and Solara, you guys get about, doing math, 35 more feet before you start hearing your footprints again.
So we went 90 feet to begin with, then another 35.
125 feet radius. 240 feet diameter.
Not bad, Flawed.
Woohoo!
When Antares does return to the group, he's gonna grab his notebook and tear out a few sheets. And he's gonna write on one of the sheets, pretty much 1 tug equals save, 2 tugs equals pull me out now. And he's gonna give that to Ruby while he attaches the piton to an edge.
Alright, fair enough. You can find a decently sturdy rock, or I guess a very sturdy rock. You guys got lots of rocks around you. I guess.
Ruby is going to frantically shake her head and her hands from either side back and forth in front of her.
Yeah, but he's focusing on the piton.
Yeah, so if Enterus isn't looking, he doesn't see it.
That's fine. That's still what Ruby's doing.
Alright. Enterus, you start climbing down the rope, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Oh god.
Okay. Before you start climbing down the rope, you see the Yetis. Actually, I guess it would be after you climb it down a little bit. After you see the other side of the... What's it called?
Is this gonna
The
get
ceiling,
trapped?
I guess? Where it would be your floor. You see the Yetis climbing on the ceiling to get out of the hole.
Huh.
And looks like they're coming towards you pretty fast. You don't think they'll stop to wait until you're out of their way.
How much of a drop is it?
Where you are, it's about 30 feet.
Is that gonna damage me?
That could very much well damage you.
Didn't you have like 6 health points?
Would they break the rope?
Potentially.
You don't know.
They'll break you.
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to jump down and then be trapped, so I suppose I'm gonna tug twice. Urgently.
Oh god. Who over here is strong?
Okay, Ruby. You're the only one he gave the rope to.
Yes, he did.
So make a athletics check.
Athletic is
Assume
Ruby.
you're following his orders.
Oh
Everyone
god.
else seemed busy, except for Bird Boy, but Bird Boy's Bird Boy.
Well, Ruby did pretty much say no. 9. Does he die?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Enterus, you
Wanna die?
feel like the rope's going up a little bit, but not nearly as fast as it needs to be. What are you doing? You got a couple seconds.
I'm gonna jump off and lighten the rope for Ruby,
What the fuck?
You jump off, Ruby.
because that
The
way
rope
Ruby
is
can
not
pull the
lighter,
rope
you
all
pull
the
it
way
up.
up. Ruby can pull the rope all the way up, and then that means the rope will not be broken, and that means I can climb back up after.
That you'll be dead.
Couple seconds.
Okay.
Ruby, you get maybe 20 feet of rope before these Yetis start clawing their way and like destroying more ground to get out. They get out, but they force their way out. Let me look up fall damage real quick.
It's,
Oh yes, but it will
it's a
damage me.
D6 per 10 feet normally.
D6 per 10 feet. So that was 30.
I can't brace myself with a roll or anything, I'm guessing.
Make a dexterity check to see if you could lighten it a little bit.
Okay.
Is there anything you can do to not die from this?
I have a bit of health.
Yeah, I mean, Ender could roll 1.
Yeah.
A natural 1.
Oh, boy. Let's see how much damage you take.
Oh no!
You got
Don't
12
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage. You got 8
Okay.
hits.
Dead are you?
I'm fine.
Are you still conscious?
You did land on your head. You tried to like roll and do a stick flip, lessen the damage, and just bumped your head. It's my headcanon. I don't care.
Is he still conscious?
It's your head
You got 8
cannon?
hit points, right?
I'm fine.
But he got healed.
I'm gonna start looking around, inspecting shit.
Okay, right in front of you, or I guess next to you, I'm not sure which direction you're facing exactly, but there's one of those ice pillars looking things. It just looks like a big rock of ice, almost. It's about, how tall are you? It's about your height, actually. And you look around and you could see there's multiple of them in the room, just kind of scattered about.
Given my artisan nature, would I know if these are man-made or not?
Make a... I don't want to just say straight up intelligence. There might be a better way to do this.
History? No.
Oh,
History? Yeah, maybe, because rock formations throughout history.
Or would that be survival? Survival.
different reason. Rock formations would probably be
Oh,
intelligence.
wait, there's an actual nature check.
Yeah, and depending on its nature, I do nature or history.
Make no, you gotta make an intelligence check. Sorry.
Both nature and histories are intelligence based, so you can just say roll for intelligence.
Yeah, I can't figure out why these would be in any of the other categories.
It's fine.
How about 19?
Yeah, you look at them and if they are man-made, they're very strangely man-made. And they, at the same time, they don't really look natural either. You look around at them and it looks like there's a shape inside of it.
I don't know what that means.
I have something for this.
You have something.
Yes. It's called
You're
a ring
more
of radiance.
able-
How long will it take me to break that shit open?
A ring of
With
what?
Oh, with the radiant bow?
Yeah.
Are you aiming straight through it?
I'm aiming to like chisel it out. Or whatever. Which would be faster? Dagger or the... I feel like dagger would. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I feel like I'd use dagger. I'm gonna use the dagger to try and chisel it out.
Use the dagger. Okay. You take out the dagger. I imagine you probably place a hand on this, or touch it in some way, and you start chiseling at this ice, and it gets really cold, and then it kind of glows, and starts to reshape.
Oh.
Magic! What are you doing while this is reshaping?
I'm gonna pull away and I have the marble, right?
Who has the marble? I don't think you do. Doxus had it.
The Doxus
I think
has to give it
Doxus
back.
has it.
Oh, yeah. Ruby, don't you have it?
Why does Ruby have it now?
I thought you tried talking to...
So it was put into the snow. I don't know if I could reach to get it.
Okay, Doxus does have it. Okay.
Okay, is anyone looking down here?
Nope. Time's up. Alright, so... The
I did
ice...
pull away, I did pull away.
Yeah. So the ice kind of... It glows and then it reshapes and you see it kind of contradict... No, it kind of shapes back into that form you were seeing beneath the ice. And then that form kind of shapes itself as well. And you see this icy, kind of elven being with a kind of icy, emo-ish hair.
Emo-ish.
Hopefully he knows what I'm talking about.
I mean, personally, I think it looks like Antares.
Okay. Here, this would probably make it a lot easier. It looks like you.
But an emo.
But it looks... Honestly, it would look pretty similar to you, except different clothing.
Ooh.
So,
Also,
you're
it's
saying
not-
that Antares looks emo?
He does.
So,
I'm trying to figure out what this thing does as it awakens. It awakens, and it... I guess it kind of looks at you and kind of... you?
I heard
And-
coffin.
Oh, it was me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this figure kind of paces around you, and it looks like it's inspecting you.
Gonna wave hi while I write a bit in this sheet, just the word marble, very large, and I'm just gonna place that on the floor, so that way, if anyone looks down, they can see the word marble in all caps.
From 35 feet away?
Is anyone gonna look down?
Yeah, the figure, he looks down and he looks at you and he's like, he shakes his head.
I'm just gonna.
Has
let that
Ruby
paper be there
finished
in
pulling
case
all the
Ruby
rope up
decides
yet?
to help.
Okay, he's gonna pick it up and he's gonna tear the paper.
Has Ruby pulled up the rope yet?
Yeah, I'd say by now you definitely have pulled up the rope.
She will quickly look down.
Oh,
look,
right,
and
there's
search
no one
for.
on the rope.
She would search for.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah, she would be looking for Antras's body.
Ruby, I need that marble.
15.
Yeah, you see Antares, and you see an ice version of Antares, kind of. Looks a little different, but
That's
mostly
weird.
Does she see the paper with the word marble on it torn in half?
She sees. No, it looks like, but she can't tell exactly what it is.
So she will drop the rope back down.
Okay, you drop the rope back down.
Yeah, I'm very interested in this, but I feel like the marble would be the best bet here. But at the same time, yeah, I'm kind of low on HP.
Alright, Torin's gonna turn.
Try not to die.
We found what we were looking for, so we're gonna turn our happy asses around
I'm gonna
and
go
head
for
back
the
the other
rope.
direction.
I'm gonna go for the rope. Sure.
Okay, you go for the rope. The figure, I guess, just waves goodbye.
Bye.
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow at it.
It raises one back. I'm trying to figure out what it would do.
It's just a new friend.
Huh. Doppelgangers can be friends.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't attack you or anything.
Hold on. Let me figure out something. This thing might actually be able to do something.
I just want to know what this thing is now. Do I know what it is? Like,
Make a history check.
History.
okay, I can do that. 12.
Oh. Wow. +5.
Yeah, my history is pretty loaded.
It looks like it activated when you touched it. That's kind of all you gather. Maybe it's some sort of version of you, maybe.
Wait,
Yeah,
I've never
that's-
heard of this.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out something still. Okay,
I'm climbing up.
sure.
So Laura and I are gonna start walking back.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, you start climbing up. The creature actually grabs the bottom of your jean for a second,
I'm gonna stop.
and it pulls out. How the hell is it going to communicate this?
I didn't intentionally make it silent. It just happened.
I am going to say it grabs a rock and starts kind of drawing on the floor.
Okay, not carving into my leg. I'll take it.
I was half expecting carving into his leg.
How good is your drawing, Antares?
Oh god.
Mine? Antares, if he's intent on making something look good, it will be pretty neatly made. But if he's just like scribbling down notes, it's gonna look a bit.
Okay, can you make a performance check for the creature?
That? Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's using his stats.
So it has 8 HP.
10.
10. Do I keep my old perception roll? Because if so, I think that's enough.
Okay, here's what you see. Yeah, you could keep your old perception roll. You could see it very easily. He draws an old man on the ground with a... Okay, he draws an old man with X's in his eyes on the ground with a little bit of blood pouring out. And next to it,
I can't hear Ender.
He draws a circle with a sword stabbing through it, next to it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And he draws...
Murder Lou.
Lou's not old.
What's that symbol that kind of means warning?
It's like a triangle with an exclamation mark in it, isn't it?
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how he would do that without the exclamation mark, but
Oh, shit.
let's just say he makes a warning sign.
So, beware the old man. The dead old man with a sword through a rock.
Oh my god.
Okay, can I actually make like a insight check or anything else to be able to figure out what this means? I mean, I'm sure I can't hide secrets from myself. Okay.
I don't like this.
Honestly, I think you guys should just figure it out.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
old man.
No,
We know
no.
How many old men do we know? The
grandfather. He's evil. I told you.
I'm gonna go back down and grab the stone, or at least hold my hand out for the stone.
Okay, he hands you the stone.
I'm gonna write the word grandfather, question mark.
He puts a... Gosh. He draws a star around the grandfather name that you wrote down.
Star?
A star.
What type of a symbol is... Okay.
Father is
Like
evil.
making something important. A star is usually used to signify something as important.
I was expecting an X or a check mark.
I am surprised you figured that out.
I mean, it's not that surprising or that complicated.
I had the same connection.
Old man equals a grandfather. Plus, Ruby was going, oh no, and I was like, what can I do to tie this to Ruby? Oh yeah, her grandfather.
Wait, isn't there also that old guy that's traveling with you?
Lou is
Did I
not
hear that
old.
correctly?
He's not
I don't
actually
think
old.
he's
You
old.
guys keep calling him old.
We just keep calling him old, but I don't think he is old.
Oh, okay.
No. That guy's not old, but he is old. He's
We're
old-fashioned.
just jokes to him, I guess.
Oh, okay.
He's old-fashioned. That's what he is.
He might be.
Oh.
You
All
do
I
see...
get from it is the old guy vibe. Anyways, I'm gonna offer the rope to the ice thing.
I'll
Go up.
move you over here. Because you're actually in the hole.
Yeah.
And you talk to that ice sculpture.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucy.
Alright, so you're just
wait,
giving
why
him...
is
break.
I'm offering him to climb up first.
Oh, he shakes his hand. Or he shakes his head and puts up his hand as if, like, that's, you know, that gesture.
Ow, fuck.
I'll stay here.
Lucy, don't bite my head.
The gesture of Lucy, don't bite my head.
She's attacking me.
He
I'm
points...
trying to think because I want to be able to actually communicate with this person after.
Actually, I
after
think
Flawed
he
shit.
would...
Lucy,
at this
stop.
point, I think he would point at, like, the top of the wall.
Would this even be considered as line of sight? Because
What?
Kind of was literally undercover in a cave.
What does line of sight have
wasn't
anything
even-
to do with anything?
Well, isn't that what he was basing the Ender was basing the whole?
No.
No.
No. No, what it was Thorin
They
was,
wanted
were
to
trying
keep
to go
going
big
until
and
they could see the party.
Okay,
God damn it.
that
Um,
makes sense.
Yeah.
You're a very lazy kitty.
Ah,
So the
It's a
figure
125-foot
points
radius.
at the top of the wall and points out some symbols on the top of the wall.
do I know what those symbols mean?
They are very high up, about 30 feet. And
Well, if we're still going off of that perception check.
you don't recognize the symbols at all, but
Okay.
he points at them. He shakes his head and is like,
Yeah, those
yeah.
are keeping me there, type thing.
Yeah.
What happens if I break the symbols? I'm just gonna draw a symbol and then draw a hammer.
he's gonna he's going to put his hand out, probably asking for the rock.
I'm gonna give him the rock,
Okay. He
and I'm gonna look for another rock while he's drawing.
draws an ice sculpture, or actually, he would draw an equal next to what you drew. Then he would draw an ice sculpture. Then he would put cracks in it and an X.
Oh, if you did that, you'd kill him.
Then I won't do it currently,
He's
but
trapped.
that is a good way to know in case he tries to backstab me.
I don't think
I
he's
mean,
gonna
I
backstab
don't-
you after telling you how to kill him.
Right, exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Well, I'm just saying, people can be unreasonable. Take Antares, for instance.
You know, you're not
I mean, he
wrong.
is Antares, so.
Yeah.
Would you backstab yourself, Antares?
I have on many occasions.
How?
Self-sabotage.
Yeah, this is me trying to figure out how Enterus would communicate with Enterus.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a game of cat and mouse.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I just imagine it's all in binary.
Right?
Oh, God.
Okay, Ruby. You see Antares down there, start to climb the rope, and then refuse to climb the rope and go back down, and still communicating with some figure.
Ruby's going to twirl the rope around, try to hit him in the back of the head with it till he starts climbing up.
Like a performance.
Who knows? Maybe if you get a good roll, I'll listen.
Maybe.
Probably not.
I guess quote unquote communicating.
Ooh, 8.
You missed.
Well, she'll just keep twirling it around, missing.
I don't think
Okay,
they.
so what I'm going to do is, with that ice guy, I'm going to draw pretty much grandfather equals evil, and then underneath a check mark and an X.
Grandfather equals.
And a check mark or an X.
He gives you.
Why are they
a,
just writing sentences?
He shakes his head and he circles the X.
That's nice. That's nice to know.
I'm gonna scratch out the word evil, and I'm gonna put the word dangerous.
He's definitely dangerous. I don't know why you're asking that.
And the guy trucks.
And he
I'm pretty sure I would understand that the context in this situation is for us.
yeah, true. Alright. Wait, did you
See-
put a check and an X again?
Yes.
Okay, he circles the X.
Okay. I'm gonna go towards one of these other ice things and see if they are the exact same, like,
Ugh.
Okay. You go to one of the others, and it looks like it has some kind of figure in it. When you actually, now that you know that it's probably a human figure, you look in to kind of see who might be inside it, and it just looks like a shadow. Like no real form, just a human figure.
I'm going to actually climb up, and once I'm all the way up, I'm gonna give Ruby a note to go down, and this is all just in common. A note telling her to go down and touch the ice statue.
Okay.
Okay. Ruby's gonna just stare at him like.
Antares is going
with a
to
weird
literally
look.
just pretty much that whole exhausted thing. Just do it for fuck's sake.
It's like that slump.
Yeah. She'll shrug.
Just do it.
She'll shrug and climb down.
Alright, you start climbing down. The rest of you guys, are you guys doing anything?
I think I'm looking
Antares
in
will
the
go
door.
to Doxis. Antares would go to Doxis for the marble.
Okay. But the rest of you guys, while Antares and Ruby were doing the little shenanigans. Anything?
I mean, now that it seems like something's going on and the Yetis aren't around, I'll like keep an eye and look around the hole. But
Okay, you go
You
over to
see
the
it.
hole, and you see Ruby going down. Anyone else checking out the hole, or are you guys hanging by, doing anything else?
Yeah, but we will check out the hole.
Flawed, if you
Just
could
to see what his
fix
friends
the
are
silence-
doing.
Flawed, if you could fix this silence, that'd be great.
I don't know how you tell this to me, but I shrug.
Probably writing.
Solara is.
Solara is what?
Oh, sorry. After Solara makes it back with Torn, she will also go down the hole.
Oh, you're going down the hole. Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna follow Ruby down.
Do I get the marble from Doxis?
Yeah, you haven't asked Doxis yet.
Isn't
Doxis, do you
Confused
hand
on-
in the...
I'm kind of confused on what's happening because I missed a section for getting food.
So the Yetis pounced on the dead cave fisher that you guys just defeated and fell through the ground. There's this hole that leads to a big room with
I'm surprised the ice people didn't shatter once the Yetis touched them.
Does that mean that, Doxis still is not up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're with the party, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like on not in the hole. I guess Entrance isn't in the hole either. Right now.
Yeah, I exited the hole.
Oh.
So you there.
Tell me why you moving that freaked me the hell out. I thought there was like a bug on my screen or something. I just had a mild heart attack. I'm like, what is that?
I've had that before. Okay. So, Ruby, I'd say you get a couple minutes of going down there before Solara meets you down there. You go down there and you see icy version of Antares is kind of looking up as you're climbing down.
Ruby just raises her eyebrow at it.
It raises its eyebrow back.
Yeah, I guess it raises its eyebrow back.
She just shrugs and touches the nearest sculpture thing.
Okay, you walk up to the nearest sculpture.
Shaking her
and
head.
It glows. The ice kind of retracts and forms into the shadow figure and kind of forms a small girl with this very unique and fine leather looking armor. Slightly longer hair than yours. Let's see. No shoe. all made out of ice.
Ah.
And I'm guessing
This is
she
different.
would give a very happy wave.
This is different. Okay. Ruby will
Someone
avoid
make a
that
spell.
giant spider that appeared on screen
I'm gonna make a what?
and wave.
You wave back, and well, it can't talk, so I guess it kind of turns its head in a curious look.
I wasn't told anything.
I know.
Nope, you weren't.
Oh, yeah, the Enterus
But
version would definitely walk
you
up.
can't see the rocks. You can see the rocks. Just all that etchings and stuff.
What does the Antrus do?
Oh, the Enterus starts circling you guys and like inspects you guys.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's creepy.
He's-
Okay,
Should we all
so
go down and get
Laura's
a
down by
duplicate?
now.
Well,
Oh, Flora should be down by now. You go down, you see Ruby, a icy version of Ruby, a little different.
Probably
And
slightly
an icy
older
version of
looking
Enterus
would be my
walking
guess.
around with both of them, and then looks at you. I guess raises another eyebrow.
What the fuck is
Flora just looks at the ice figures with just like utter confusion. We cannot cast spells, correct?
Mm,
You can
Not
cast
if
You
spells.
can if it's not verbal.
Yes.
yeah, if it has
Okay.
a
Wait,
verbal,
I have a question, Ender, and this is
Lucy, no.
more just if the ice creature knows what's going on, it doesn't really apply. But if the ice creature doesn't exactly know what's going on with this whole ice thing, it would probably get Solara to touch one of the ice rocks.
it doesn't seem to do that.
Oh, so it knows.
Maybe it doesn't. Who knows?
But I don't know that it knows.
Okay.
Did I get the marble, by the way?
Toxis.
How do you ask for it?
I would write on a piece of paper the word marble.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty direct.
Yeah. Oh, Lucy, stop it.
My
Down.
first thought was to throw it and tell you to go fetch, but
You
How do you
can't tell
tell-
me anything.
yeah, but it would happen in my mind. So like, you throw it and you still go and fetch it.
You throw it in the toilet?
So my amusement would be settled for the day.
Throw it in the hole.
Oh, God.
No.
Okay.
I would assume I'm not near the hole, so I would throw it down below. Go fetch. Even though I can't say anything.
Oh, you are a little higher up on the ravine, aren't you? Okay.
I don't know where I am. I'm just.
Does Antois fetch?
He's gonna get Bird Boy to fetch.
No!
Oh, no.
Goodboy's not
Somehow-
gonna do his dirty work for him. Even if his
Antares
dirty
will
work is
grab-
fetching a marble.
Antares will grab the marble and put it into a bit of storage, hidden away, and then he'll go back down.
Okay. You go back down to see Solara, Ruby, and an Enterus and a Ruby, I guess.
Please tell me both rubies just turn and stare at Antares.
Yeah, probably.
Antares will just beckon the other Antares over and pretty much pull out another pencil and start discussing stuff with the other Antares.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Specifically, those particular runes. What if I put them on like, sewed them into clothing?
Oh my God.
Sewed them into clothing.
We're just gonna have
I mean,
two
Rough.
Antoses and two rubies if he does this.
It's up to the other Antares and the other Ruby.
Oh god.
The other Antares shrugs.
That's interesting.
Solara, you are in
Recreating
this
it.
room. Do you want to do anything?
Solara looks at Ruby and like shrugs her shoulders, like kind of like what the hell's going on in that kind of way.
How many of these ice sculptures are there, by the way?
So you guys touched 2, so there's 4 left.
2.
So
There's
one
6.
for-
There's
one
not
for-
enough for everyone. One
There's
person
one
will
for
have to
all
not have one.
Yeah, there's 1 short of everyone.
So I guess if we want all but
It's-
one of us doubled.
It's fine. Flawed can be his own evil doppelganger.
Are there? Ruby is going to pull 1 ball bearing out of her bag and throw it at Antares.
Which
can I make
Antares?
The flesh and blood one, not the ice one.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
2 questions. Can the
Good.
ice one make a check to catch it, and can I make a check to dodge it?
But the
It
ice one can't
probably
catch it.
can, but it doesn't.
Well, that is something I do.
It's not exactly you, it's...
No,
Okay.
you. What would you do if you were more emo?
Oh god.
Right.
Can I make a check to just dodge it, like my responsibilities?
Oh,
Oh
god.
no.
I'd imagine it's not hard to do. You can just go ahead,
Oh.
make a check.
Wait, is his back towards Ruby or no?
Probably not.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, it probably is.
Oh,
Oh!
Okay.
Do I roll the
So,
hit?
what do I have to roll? Dexterity? Acrobatics?
yeah. Ruby, you could roll a hit.
Just a straight d20?
This would be
An improvised weapon, I think?
well. Yeah, but
Are you trying to roll it with the intent to
No.
maim me?
be an improvised throwing weapon, so it would be plus your dex modifier.
Okay.
I got an 18.
My dex...
Okay, you have to
is-
beat whatever he does.
Ha!
Nope.
You beat it.
Just dodge out of the way, and I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna write the word test, question mark.
Raises an eyebrow and kind of looks around with his hands up like that kind of where or how look.
This would be so much easier if this wasn't within the radius.
I was just thinking that. I want to test something. So I know it's 125 feet, but I don't know if this is a complete area effect or if it's 25 feet or 125 from Flawed. So I'm gonna tell Flawed to take a hike that way and see if I can
You
hear.
make the shoot gesture to Flawed and point in the direction you want him to go.
I
Go
will
away.
I will write 125 feet in the snow, and then I'll write the word sound underneath.
I looks over there, and then I guess I was gonna write on paper because that's how we're communicating. Somebody come with me.
I'd imagine you. Do you have paper?
I would point at Bird Boy and point to Flawed, saying,
I'd
"Go."
imagine if you don't have paper, you have snow. Somewhere.
I do something to communicate that I don't want to be alone.
Wait, where do you go? I Lucy, be quiet. I zoned out a bit.
I would point at Bird Boy and then point to
Wait.
Flawed, so they
Wait,
would
I
get
asked a
that I-
question.
I told Flawed to go 125 feet back the direction that Solara and I just went,
Oh,
because I want to test if it's an area effect or if Flawed
Okay.
is the center point.
yeah, Bird Boy will go with him.
Hey, I'm pleasant.
Okay,
Lucy, be
I
quiet.
just thought of the perfect thing. If we make a clone of Bird Boy, then they'll just attack each other instead of me.
What?
Hmm?
Maybe.
What?
If I make an ice clone of you, Bird Boy, then you'll just attack each other instead of me.
Why would I attack? Would they attack each other?
You.
And why would they attack you?
Because you always do it.
You mean the hugs?
What else would I do?
You mean oh? Yeah, they can hug each other, I guess. But he's going with Frog
That
right
sounds
now.
cold.
So you guys start heading down the ravine.
Mm.
I could be a real asshole here, but I'm not.
No.
Thank you.
Actually, one of you guys make a perception check as you're walking down this ravine.
Okay. What's Bird Boy's perception? Because odds is not ideal.
Hold up 1 second. Okay. Let me check. Perception +2.
No, mine is plus nothing.
12.
Walk away.
You see a lot of rocks.
I mean,
Yeah?
for the first 90 feet, they were visible.
Yeah. Alright, so while they are going down this ravine,
So, Antares is just gonna try and get Solara to touch a rock.
right.
That'll be a come to Jesus moment.
Solara, are you gonna touch a rock?
Yeah, Solara touches a rock.
Antares is gonna inspect, very much so, the very specific happenings of this rock.
Okay. She touches it. Make a investigation check.
Investigation?
No. Enter it.
Enters.
Oh,
Enter-
Yeah,
Interesting.
I can do that, actually. I can do a lot of stuff, and that is one of them. Let's see.
I think we all can.
Yeah, I know. But where's the fun in saying that?
True.
Uh,
22!
Nice.
22.
I know every single little bit of information about this rock.
Well, not quite.
I know this rock's likes
It'll
and
be
dislikes.
nothing.
Right. Okay, so you see as she touches the ice formation, the glow starts from her hand and expands out all the way around the rock, and the rock itself shapes over top the shadow and shapes the shadow into the form of a similar version of Solara, not completely identical, it seems. Every
Do I
single
know-
one of them seems to have slight variations.
Do I know where this clothing is coming from?
The clothing?
Yeah.
The clothing on the ice sculptures is made out of ice. It seems to form the ice outside of it to make just a replica of clothing.
Are they all
Um,
colored, or is it just...
It's like an
Blue.
icy blue. It's like slightly colored, like
It's blue
not
man group, okay.
it's slightly colored a bit blue, but bluish, like not a normal ice color, but it's all like icy.
Ruby and Solara, do you have, like, gloves on that will prevent your physical skin from touching?
No?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I'm gonna draw the attention of the other Antares and type and write the word melt on a sheet of paper and then point to one of the non-humanized.
Oh god.
You're gonna kill it!
It looks at it and then it looks at you with a glare.
Oh yeah, you're gonna kill it!
I'll just shrug and then start thinking about their stuff.
Okay.
We should just all come down there and make this guy friends to be with for eternity.
Well, I kind of I'm trying to figure out a way that they can all just live without being trapped in a cave. You know,
Yeah.
it's
So
not
are
exactly
you
working.
just going to slowly get us to all come down there and make ice?
Yes.
Doppelgangers?
How far away did Flawed and Birdboy
Just
get?
imagine,
Yeah, I was just
once we're all famous, once we're all up there in the world, some random person comes down there and is like,
So
Just
I was
goes
just
in this
about
cave and...
Claude, Bud Boy, you guys get to about 125 feet away. 120 feet, I don't know, whatever. You guys get enough distance away by now, and you guys could start hearing your footsteps.
Yay!
Mm.
Torin is going to turn to Doxus and try. Can we speak to each other?
Doesn't
Wow.
seem like it.
how do you know when to do it if they're out of sight?
I would just keep
No, he
talking
just
while
keeps,
they were
he
gone.
keeps trying.
I hear
Fair enough.
crackling.
Keeps trying to talk to Doxus, and Doxus is there like, don't talk to me.
That's accurate.
Flawed. Celeste, Flawed, are you there?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Yes.
You could talk now.
Hey, I'm not muted.
Good boy can make noise now.
Bird boy, I missed all your bird sounds.
Ironically enough, the only one that this didn't affect all that much is Bird Boy.
Yep.
And apparently everyone's happy that Bird Boy can talk now.
He can now
Yeah.
make bird noises, and he can say Mabley again.
Can we, like, pull them back in and tie Bird Boy up against one of these ice things?
What?
That way Bird Boy can never say Mabley.
What?
Oh,
That's not very nice.
So hold on, I'm very confused. If they're far away that they can hear themselves now, they're far enough away. Why can we not hear ourselves now?
I think it's
Based
on the
off-
area,
It's
not
on
on
the
a
area.
specific
Okay.
person.
Okay.
I was gonna say, even if it were the case, that wouldn't make much sense because Flawed moved around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bird boy, when we get back into, I don't know how long this effect will last. When we get back in, when we can't talk, can we like borrow? Can we trade off your book? It would make it a lot easier.
He looks very, conflicted.
Still,
Yeah, I
you
figured.
one
I tore out pieces of paper. Why can't Bird Boy do the same?
Because it's a magic note journal.
You don't tear out pages. You just like hold it and then.
Well, don't you have like two now then?
No. Wait, he has two journals, but only one of them is magic.
So why can't you just rip out pages from the original journal?
Oh, I don't think that's what Flawed is asking for.
Oh, I'm asking if we could actually just
So
like.
Flawed has used the magic journal before and knows that it is very easy to make writing and pictures
Yes.
and stuff with the journal. Very easy.
I think it'd be useful to like trade off and for us to use.
Yeah,
Good
Bird
boy.
Boy has it permanently. Bird Boy has this effect permanently.
Bird Boy is very, protective of it, but he is going to use it to say, only if I still get to touch it while you guys are using it.
And then the messages merge.
Well, he doesn't have to use it while touching it. He could just let you guys use it, but he'll still be holding it because he doesn't want to give it over.
And by me, I'm not sure exactly how well that'll work. Might be a little bit awkward, but all right.
Sure, it's fine.
I mean, we could just use the spare notebook, but whatever. Be fancy about it then.
Be magic and fancy about it.
I mean, it's not even that much better because it's actually gonna cost more time.
Actually, it's instant.
It's instant, yeah.
Okay,
Writing takes
I have a
longer.
question real quick.
You just touch and it instantly goes.
What do you have to do to recover from one level of exhaustion? Short rest, long rest?
Long rest.
Long.
Okay.
We haven't had a long rest yet.
You get sleepy.
We got distracted.
I forgot you got exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if I wanted to rest.
Huh.
So now we have a Solara, a Ruby, an Antares, and an Antares.
Yes.
Lucy, stop.
Antares is gonna climb up the rope and beckon Doxus over.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Sure.
Atlas just wants everyone in the hole.
Apparently.
Ruby is just going to examine
Wait a
the
second.
other Ruby.
Alright,
Yeah, okay.
Doxus.
This is gonna be very awkward for Doxus to climb down this poor rope.
Yeah, there's a rope.
I don't think Torn has even come down here yet, so he doesn't know what's going on.
No,
Yeah.
I walked away and then I came back. I haven't even looked
Yeah.
down there yet.
Which means once we've got everyone, he's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
are
gonna
you
be the
not
last
going to
one.
have Torn go down?
I'm gonna stand up here to be able to pull all you guys back out, and then there's just gonna be 2 of each of you. That's
No,
that
no, we're not done
exhaustion
yet. We're
setting
not
in.
done yet. There's more.
There's more once Red Boy and Flawed come back. I'm guessing he's pulling them down as well.
Yeah. I'm doing the original party members.
Doxus, I'd imagine you figured out how to climb rope, even with your
I would
snake tail.
figure it would just wrap around and you could use your hands to grab or
Yeah.
pull on and slide down.
I'd imagine you figured something out. So you climb down fairly easily,
Antos
probably.
is just gonna point at his ice, at an ice. And
Alright, you see Enterus pointing at a cluster of ice.
Surrounded by ice doppelgangers.
What's going on?
Sure, why not? Let's add another killing machine.
Oh yeah, no, Doxus really wasn't the best person to.
You go up, you touch one of the ice clusters, and you see the same glow. You see it shrink and then form a... interesting. You see it form a version of Doxus with...
this is what I was interested
What
in.
the hell would this look?
How is it even gonna move?
It's gonna slither, that's how.
Slither and ice on ice. Ooh, woo.
Yeah,
Ooh, we love nothing.
and now it's gonna
Okay.
kill us all.
Don't worry, I have the marble. Plus,
So-
if it does try to kill us,
I mean, it
melt
can always
down
be
and see what's
different by having
It looks...
legs.
if it does try to kill us, I can melt it down and see what it's made of. Win-win
It-
either way.
It looks a little... Okay, it has Doxus's features almost identical on this one, actually, but its face looks
Or it's
older.
got.
It's not
Oh.
wrinkly yet, but it looks
It's an
like
older
it's getting there where it might have some wrinkles
Subtle.
soon.
It's an
Yeah,
older.
it's like settled.
How closely are we inspecting these ice sculptures to notice you look like you've lost a little bit of the twinkle in your eye?
Got a few wrinkles.
Antares is gonna, like, ask pretty much for an entire species synopsis from the other Antares.
A what?
What?
Well, it would know better than I do what it is.
What are you?
Yeah,
A
Tell me every
species
single
what?
thing about what you are.
like a synopsis. A synopsis, I suppose, is the word. Is that the word?
Yeah, I think that's the word.
Latenance terms. Latenance terms.
A summary of what it is.
Summary of what it is.
What the ice boys?
It points at you, and then it points at its eyes, and then it points at the symbols.
That's meaningless.
So
now.
it's less. So I'm gonna
Ow,
write.
ow.
Is it less the ice and more the symbols
Points at the symbols.
that causes this?
Ow.
Actually, hold on.
Because what I'm asking is, what is causing this? The symbols or the ice and the contact with the
Oh
ice?
fuck, Lucy, stop.
And I think it's going to point at both the ice and the symbols.
So a combination. I'm gonna give it the paper and then just write the word. What put you here?
The word? I
What
think there's more than one
slash
word.
What slash who put you here? The
Slash
words
who?
then, Jesus Christ. I know you're always writing, but you don't need to point out my writing.
Trying to figure this one out.
What slash who put you here? And I gave it a perfect chance to write down the whole name. Because this is definitely not natural if it's caused by runes.
Okay, so. Oh my
Mag.
god. You guys are gonna hate me. It draws a stick figure. Without legs, but like a cloudy bottom, and then like little lines coming off of it.
A
Okay,
ghost?
this is a terrible description.
Yeah.
That sounds like a ghost.
I don't remember my character doing stick figure.
With the light squigglies around it.
It's smelly.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, like a bubble of squigglies, not like. Oh my gosh.
It sounds like it's smelly. Like, you know, like cartoons will have like those squiggles around something because it
I
smells bad.
know. It's
So
it's
it's
more
tor-
like action
So it's
squig.
Tornadus. So it's
Oh.
Tornadus. It's Tornadus the Pokemon.
That's what I was thinking of.
Really?
This was caused by Tornadus the Pokemon.
Sure. I know what you're talking about now.
Basically, he was created by God.
Oh god.
With squigglies
God.
coming off of him?
I don't know what this
I think
means.
it's supposed to be an aura or something, as opposed to.
Oh,
write-
an aura.
I'm gonna write the word name. I'm gonna write the word name.
It squiggles.
Oh.
Can it not write?
And I suppose I can't make like an in-speech. For myself.
Don't worry, guys. We're just in
Myself.
Minecraft. It's a video game. Ender, please tell me the squiggles are changing.
Squiggles don't change. No.
They're not changing? No.
They don't change. Nope.
Dang it.
This is not the Minecraft end. Ender isn't taking us to the end yet.
That's too. They're too early game for that.
Come on, Enderman.
So, Flawed and Bird Boy, you guys have gone back, right?
Yeah, we're going back.
Enter
Okay.
is just gonna beckon them both.
You're
You
in a
climb
hole.
back out and try to get them back in, or both.
You're
ends?
in a hole.
Yes.
I guess Bird Boy follows
Okay.
Toro's interest.
There are exactly 2 left.
Okay.
And then does Flawed follow us?
Yeah, I'll come down. What's going
Enter
on?
is
but-
gonna point at the ice and then pretty much push Bird Boy and Flaw towards the ice.
Flawed and Bird Boy,
He-
you
But
creatures.
He pecks him when he pushes him.
yeah, Antros is the character, but he is gonna like cover up the area that Bird Boy's gonna try and touch the ice sculpture with, like a glove.
Okay.
Okay, I
Taran,
guess.
you're just guarding the hole, aren't you?
Yep, pretty much just hanging out with Lou up here.
Right, make a perception check.
He'll touch this one.
Make a perception check?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Oh, just wait till only one of us is here, huh?
Oh, yeah, maybe
I mean,
we
that's what the
should've,
Yetis have been
let
doing.
Torin come down as well.
That's what all the monsters have been doing.
Okay, well, I mean, you see the Yeti herders start to leave.
Oh yeah, the Yeti herder's still up there.
He's leaving.
Yeah, he's heading out. Okay.
Torin?
So
Bird
what
Boy.
happens? What happens? Bird Boy with a glove on touches the ice.
You touch the ice.
Nothing
Or
happens?
I guess you touch the thing blocking the ice against the ice. Nothing happens.
Does a glove appear?
Looks at Anta is all confused.
Antares is just gonna touch Bird Boy's physical body to the ice.
So he just pushes the
I'm just forcing him.
You
Yeah,
have
but
two
not
hands.
the
You have
the
have
body.
two hands. You have
It's
two
a
hands.
body, not other hand.
Fine, then I'll push you into it. There.
Okay, you push Bird Boy into the ice as soon as it, I guess, skin or feather, it's some kind of DNA touches the ice. And the same glow
The
forms.
boy's gonna peck him again, by the way.
Fair enough.
You're not gonna react to this going on. You're just gonna focus on me.
Yes.
Look, he'll react to it after quickly pecking him.
Figure this out. You see, yeah, you see a identical Bird Boy, but made out of ice.
Completely
Oh, there's no
identical.
With this
This
one?
one's identical.
Oh.
Ooh. He.
Does that mean Bird Boy's gonna die and doesn't have a future?
Oh, here's a cool thing it has.
What?
It brings out an ice notebook that says hello.
Oh, nice!
Good boy brings out his magic
Is it
notebook.
wait? Is it a magic ice notebook?
Oh wait, no, it can't do that, can it?
Aww.
Oh,
Because it's just
no.
gonna be carving ice into ice.
Nope, I'm sorry. It brings out a notebook that waves. That's a picture of it waving.
Oh, that's
This-
cute.
this can't-
He could just physically wave, but yeah, I guess Bird Boy makes his notebook have a drawing that waves back.
Yeah,
So,
this
Antares
can't
is
write.
then gonna push Flawed into her ice. Or his
No,
ice.
no. I did not want to go into the ice. This is confusing.
Okay. You push Flawed into an ice.
Do I have to make a strength check since Flawed is struggling?
Oh, are you struggling?
I'm fighting back. I didn't say I wanted to be ice. I don't know what's happening here. No one's
You guys
explained
can
it.
make strength context test.
We're not able to
difficult.
explain things to you, so you're gonna touch the damn ice.
We can write things.
Strength
So do I have-
contest, guys.
I mean,
do it.
Flawed saw what happened with Bird Boy, right?
Strength contest.
Bud Boy, if you try to make conversation with
Oh!
Hold up.
What is not
Oh.
trusted? This is all his strength to be like, fuck no.
What does
Wow,
Flawed
yeah,
do?
You got
That's right.
some,
Yeah, Antares lost that, but he's gonna pull out a hair and then touch it to the ice.
okay, I'm
Flawed
gonna
hair.
say Flaw doesn't allow that. You're gonna have to convince him.
Yeah, I motioned to Bird Boy to let me borrow the notebook.
Bird Boy.
They both hand you an. Oh, sorry. If Bud Boy.
I-
Bird Boy holds out the notebook, but he doesn't let it go.
That's fine. You
Am
can
I
just stand next to me and hold it, I suppose.
Yes,
Both
exactly.
Bird Boys are offering.
I'm actually interested now. What would a hair cell do?
Oh my god.
But do your own hair cell then. You didn't ask
I've
me
already
for that.
done my own hair cell. Well, I've done my whole body, technically, so yeah.
Oh my god.
Is a hair cell too much to ask for?
You aren't explaining anything because we can't talk. I hold out the book and have it say, what is going on? Why are you making us all into ice sculptures?
I'm gonna let the other Antares deal with this.
Does the other Antares borrow?
Okay,
But
you
ice
look at the
Bud
other
Boys?
Antares. He looks at you. He puts his hand out and over in Flawed's direction, and he's like, kind of this look like, go ahead, take care of this.
You motherfucker, you learn from me too well.
He's your friend.
Your son.
Yeah, he learned from me because his information came from me.
What's your son?
Look, he could borrow
Um,
Ice Bird Boy's notebook to talk. While Flawed borrows real Bird Boy's notebook.
Just
Actually,
give me a hair.
the
Why?
the Antares is going to go up to you, Antares, and he's going to. Well, he's going to get your attention, and then he's going to point at the runes, and going to point at Flawed.
Inspect the runes. I'm gonna write that.
Okay. Inspect the runes?
Yeah. Well, what else is there? Like, he's pointing at the runes and he's pointing at you. Why not you inspect the runes?
I'll inspect
I mean, that's
them. I
not
just
the
don't know
same
what that would,
order, but whatever.
just don't know what that would teach me, but okay, sure, I'll inspect
Well, I don't know
them.
what it would teach you either, but the ice me is saying it, so it has to be a thing.
I mean, you potentially have the most magic knowledge out of all of us. So
Potentially, but I already inspected them. And he's saying that you should, so you're going to.
Sure.
Trying to figure out. Okay, yeah. So, these runes are high up, and you don't have dark vision, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do? Oh, it's fine then. Okay, you look at the runes, and they seem to be in abyssal?
I know that, don't I? I think I do.
Yeah, as you look at them... Here's
Yeah.
the thing about abyssal. You don't remember learning abyssal. As
Yeah, I
you look
do.
at them,
Okay.
you just somehow know it. And it means, okay.
Okay.
It reads, your present is our past.
Yep, saw that coming.
Okay.
So Bird Boy doesn't have a future.
Or you just don't show age as much.
I think birds show some. Do birds show age?
It's probably
they do.
not very easy to tell by humans or...
Find
Birds
our own
age.
species?
I mean, he's also made of ice. Like, assuming there are
Also
subtle
made of
changes. Assuming there are subtle changes, like the feathers being slightly less kept.
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't really be able to show. What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would look pretty identical.
Okay, I'll let people know what it says. I'll also say, that's interesting, but why are we making ice sculptures of ourselves?
You can't say anything. What are you talking about?
Using the
Using
notebook.
the
Got the
notebook.
book.
Okay.
Bird Boy is
Um,
still following Flawed around, so he could use the notebook.
Considering they are our future, now that we know that, don't you think it would be beneficial for us to be able to talk to our future selves and figure out what will happen
I mean,
between now and then?
Maybe for like one of them, I don't see why we all need future versions of ourselves. It's a little creepy, to be honest.
I'm gonna just point out how many times have we split up?
Yeah.
Times have we split up?
Because we could have just as easily split up, and then whatever happens to us, happens to us. Do you want to know if you live long enough to have your appearance change or not?
I don't think I want to know that. How will knowing that make me feel any better?
I mean, Bird Boy apparently doesn't.
What if I touch it and it's just a skeleton? That's not reassuring.
Does Antares know about the whole situation with Flawed being super confused about what's going on with his life and magic and shit?
What?
Don't think he told you specifically anything.
Because
Didn't you tell the
You have
group?
a good
Or
idea
was
that there's
Antares not
probably
around?
something going on
Does it?
inside.
don't you think the future you would know more about what's going on with your magic than you currently do? There we go.
Yeah.
That's a good argument.
You know something's going on, but
He like silently sighs and puts a hand on the stupid ice thing.
Before you do, I want to test with a single hair.
Too late.
Fine. Whatever.
wait, with a
What?
single hair in your hand.
It's up to Flawed now because I kind of said that after.
I gotta put my hand on it.
Okay, you
Okay.
put your hand on it. There's that white glow. Then following it, there's actually a darker glow.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
See, this is what I didn't want. I don't want to know dark secrets about the future.
Okay, so
Oh,
the ice pulls back around the white glow and starts to form flawed, but then the black glow takes over.
Oh no. I don't want
And
this.
you see this trying to figure out how this looks. It looks like it starts to try and form a different shape, but then the flawed's form tries to fight back at it, and like it starts tearing itself up.
Oh, great. Super.
So both forms are trying to take shape, and they're like
Oh.
clashing into each other and ripping the ice apart, and then it just kind of cracks, and eventually it just kind of forms this weird ice creature, and that's just like jagged and ripped apart, but it's still a figure. Just a very fucked up one, and the darkness part seems to take over, and
So I suppose that's our future then.
I
flawed.
glare at the answer is so hard.
Flawed. You look at this creature, it looks at you, and it gives off a roar that nobody here but Flawed, you can.
Oh, great. That's nice. That's super. I love that. This is great. This is a fun time.
Who's the closest? Bird Boy's ice creature, I think, is the closest.
I'm just gonna go start killing all yours.
Ice sculpture.
Yeah, Bird Boy's ice sculpture is the closest ice sculpture. So as it roars at you, sorry, it kind of spreads out its hand, and like, for an instant, it stretches it out like super far and grabs onto Bird Boy's ice sculpture, pulls it in and starts ripping it, and then it kind of forms and combines with it and gets a little bigger.
Bird Boy pecks answers! For forcing this, he's very pissed off.
1 second, I need
I
this.
attack it?
Antares
No, I
is
can't. I have
very-
no magic. No
This was its free action. Everyone make a
Answers, I swear to God.
Is
a,
the
what's it
Ice
called?
Bird Boy dead now?
Yes!
Ice Bird Boy is 100% dead.
Yeah.
Make
What roll are we
a
making?
initiative roll. I'm sorry. I'm
Initiative.
trying to do math and think at the same time. I don't know why.
Oh, fuck.
How do you ever do math?
I have a question before this continues.
Okay, go ahead.
What is happening with the other ice guys? What are they doing?
They look terrified.
I'm very mad. I'm very mad.
Once this happens, Goodwin's gonna kick your ass.
I was skeptical.
Why are you mad, Antares? You forced him to do it.
Yeah, well, still, it was
Oh.
very cool, but still, I'm mad.
I don't know
because
what
I didn't-
that was.
I don't know what's going on in that.
Okay, so oh, I forgot the thing. Ooh. I'm sorry. I forgot its stats.
Okay, I need to.
Yeah, by the way, I do have a theory for what happened besides just, oh, my future is to be taken over by evil. So if I have another entity in me and I touched it, and both of me and it were kind of put into this, and then the evil one just kind of took.
I have to log into my thing to get the
Well,
stats for this.
That's my theory.
The big thing here is I do agree with you, but at the same time, you'd rather not know this and then just have it suddenly happen and
No, because this is not okay. Hear what I just said? I don't think my future is just oh I'm going to be killed and taken over. Like, at least not set in stone. Maybe it can happen. Who knows? But I think what happened is because I touched it and I have two entities. I have me and I have this other dark thing, and both of them were imbued into it. And then the dark one was just the stronger.
yeah, well now we know that the dark one is very, very bad.
We already knew this.
We know it's stronger than you now.
What was your? Were the blue flames not enough?
Yeah, like,
Like the flawed, like completely going like
Technically, I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, okay.
I did an art spell.
And technically, you're gonna die after this, even if this doesn't kill you,
No,
because
that's
Boy
not-
Boy is gonna kill you.
Where the frick is the stats for this thing?
Well, I'm not down there to save his ass this time.
Is it-
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
Boy Boy probably won't kill you, but he would be very pissed.
Listen.
Attack you with your own war fan that you created.
Nothing gets learned from avoiding tests.
Well, no, ice sculpture bird boys get murdered by not doing tests. By not doing tests.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Besides, wouldn't Flawed and Antares be closer than Ice Sculpture?
I think it was the ice sculpture bird boy was closest because he was helping you.
Yeah,
with
but
the
who
ice
touched it?
Notebook.
Meh. It
What?
may just be it targeted the closest Ice Sculpture, but at the same time, why?
Because
not?
to combine with it. It literally just combined with it. It was to get bigger.
That's
Oh, I love
beautiful. I love it.
Yay! I thought you guys would like it. All right.
It will die today.
Where?
I'm sorry, guys. I can't find the stats for this, and I just found out that some people need to get some sleep. How do you guys feel about going to this fight next time?
That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
Can you
Oh,
put me on the map?
I'm
No,
quite
they-
mad that Bird Boy is dead. I don't know why.
What are you putting on the map?
Bird Boy isn't dead.
I'm not
Ice
on the
Bird
map.
Boy is dead.
That's not
same
on the map.
thing.
Neither is Bird Boy.
Yeah, can we put everyone on the map except Torin?
Oh,
How is Torin doesn't even know any of this is happening?
nope. Yeah, everyone's in there. Why is there two Solaras?
Next to...
I was wondering that myself.
I don't see that.
Wait,
There are
Alright.
two Solaras.
and this
what
guy
is it?
is
Solara?
not in the fight
I do not see two Solaras.
because I deleted
There's not
one.
anymore.
Anyways, guys, that is going to be it
Hope you
for
next
this week. If you are enjoying, feel free to follow, and we will be live again 3 weeks from now.
Depends on whether or not my managers will allow me to get the time off Sunday
Oh,
because
shoot.
they fucked up the schedule.
Oh, wait, but DCAT isn't available next Sunday anyway,
DCAT's
right?
not available on the
It's-
5th.
Yes. So that is
Yeah.
the following Sunday.
Figured it out.
So, follow my Twitter, twitter.com/dcat682. There'll be a tweet going out either next Sunday at the 7:30 to 8ish p.m. Central Time, or a couple Sundays after that. We'll figure it out. You'll guys get an alert. But yep, that is going to be it for now. I'm DCat playing Ruby. We've got Flawed Caster, played by Celeste, joining us. Jess playing Solara.
Bye.
Vero playing Kay.
Okay.
Bye.
Mint as Bird Boy.
See ya.
Antares Thorn, played by Inlay. Okay. Ajax playing Torin.
Ayo.
Yes.
And our Inlay's back.
Good time.
And our Dungeon Master Ender.
Stay in pieces, everyone.
And we'll see you then.